Joining us now is Derrell Peel, our livestock marketing specialist. Derrell, let's talk a little bit about record prices that we're seeing in some parts of the market.
You know, the cattle industry and beef prices pretty much across the board, we're either at record price levels or very near to it, depending on exactly what class of cattle you look at. Fed cattle prices have been above $1.30 a pound. For the first time in the last 4 weeks, it's averaged that for the last 4 weeks. Choice box beef is back above $2 a pound. We've been there once before briefly earlier in the year, but this is, essentially at record levels. Heavyweight feeder cattle prices are at record levels, and the lightweight calves are not quite at record levels. We haven't quite exceeded the spring of 2012 yet, but we've seen very strong demand for the calves the last couple of weeks with the prospects for wheat pasture that we have this fall.
Okay, let's switch gears, talk a little bit about replacement heifers and how the market is looking there.
You know, with the herd rebuilding that we think is beginning now, we've been seeing for the last month growing indications around the country of replacement heifer demand showing up in our normal feeder market. And most recently, it really showed up in Oklahoma. We hadn't seen it prior to this last week, but in Oklahoma, we had several sets of heifers designated as replacements that sold in the feeder auctions at prices well above the steer prices of the same weight. And that's something we've never really seen before. It's something we've been anticipating would happen for several months, and it seems like it's here now and probably will continue for quite some time to come.
With these high prices, we like to talk about that, but there's also some vulnerability for ranchers, and that's starting to make news now.
You know, the value of these animals is unprecedented, as we've said, and so things like theft and death loss are a much bigger deal to producers now, and so we have to build those things into our management. I think the prospect of cattle theft is one that most producers don't think about really managing any differently for, and yet we probably ought to give some more thought to it with the value of these animals and the fact that theft rates are up significantly across the country.
And in terms of prices, we're starting to wind down 2013. Do you think these trends will continue into the new year?
You know, I think what's happening now in the fourth quarter of 2013 is really sort of a foretelling of what we can expect for the whole year next year. We're seeing this market transition into that much tighter supplies. It's really the post-drought effect, and even though we are not 100% sure that we're out of the drought, it could reemerge. But in general, it looks like we're going to see significantly reduced beef production, cattle slaughter, numbers are down. We're going to continue to see record prices across the board from cow-calf all the way up to retail beef prices. 2014 is going to be a year of new records really across the board.
Okay, Derrell Peel, our livestock marketing specialist. Thank you.